Hi, in this video I would like to show how easy it is for an attacker to get a Microsoft account username and password, and why you should not use your Microsoft account in Windows 10. So what is the scenario? On this Windows 10 machine here, I set up my Microsoft account during the initial Windows setup. So I linked my Microsoft account, this is my Microsoft account, to this Windows 10 machine. Nothing special. So this also means when I sign out and log on again, I will not enter my password. Instead, I will enter my PIN. Pretty easy. So we have a Windows 10 machine with a linked Microsoft account. Let's switch to the attacker's machine. As an attacker, I want to get the Microsoft account username and password. I will not explain in detail how it works. Instead, I will just paste some links into the description. Just read them, yeah, and you know what I mean. Okay, I created a small HTML file. Pretty easy. As mentioned before, just read the links in the description and it will be clear. I just entered my Kali IP address here. I also created a small word list just containing some passwords. Yeah, we will need this later. And I also downloaded this small SMB server here. Also link in the description. So when we fire up, let's put this down. When we fire up our server here, pretty straightforward. We have a SMB server running, waiting for connections. And the next step the attacker will do is write an email. This is also pretty simple. I set up a temp email address here and write an email from this machine to this machine here. So open up Mail or Outlook, doesn't matter. For this kind of attack, both applications work. So let's write an email. So I have this email address here. This is easy. Just write hello. And now we will insert a link. And the special part here is in this file, I point to file, IP address, some file, and I just need this link here. Oh, we can close this one. Okay. So we enter the link location. Don't need this. Just write something interesting like message or whatever you like. So we have a text and a link location pointing to file. In this case, a Kali IP address and just some file. To make this, let's say, attack, or work better, or add a second attack vector, we will also add this HTML file here as an attachment. I will show you later why. So what we did is just insert a link with this text message pointing to file, blah blah blah, and we also attached our HTML file here. Okay, now we send this email to our victim machine. That's it, we don't need this anymore. And now we just have our SMB server running here. Okay, let's switch to the victim's machine. Of course, we get the email from SecTest, meaning hello, and then we have a message. Doesn't matter where we open it, it's the same. Just use this one here. So when we hover over the link, we will see this is a little bit, let's say, spooky. And when we say see file / IP address and something else, that's why I added this attachment. This is just an HTML file. So as you can see, also Outlook and Windows Mail, additionally also the mail provider, they don't lock this file here. So for the attack, or let's say for a working attack, it doesn't matter if a user or a victim clicks on this link or opens this HTML file. I just use both to show you, hey, both are working, they're not blocked. Okay, let's say I just click this link. That's pretty easy. Of course, it is not possible to open this file here, but it doesn't matter because from an attacker's point of view, I have everything I need. So let's interrupt this one here and let's see what we got. So we have an authentication method, but what is interesting? We will see a Microsoft account. Okay, so far so good. We also see web address, an email address, which is used also in the Microsoft account. And we also see a name here, test VM. This is the host name of this Windows 10 machine here. In the next line, we see the same information we already got, but we also have this hash. Just as mentioned before, read the links in the description and everything will be clear. So what we need is just our hash here. Just copy this one out. Here, create a new file. Let's call it a user hash. Okay. And then we will just paste this hash we just copied. So this is the hash. Okay, we will save it. And what we now want to do is we want to crack the hash. This is also pretty simple. Or we use our good old friend hashcat. So we use hashcat SM5. What does it mean? Maybe when we check hashcat and let's take a look, we see when we use hashcat with 5600, we will tell hashcat use or to crack this NTLM version 2 hash. So let's run hashcat. This was wrong. Sorry, my fault. We use hashcat. And then just our user hash. And then we need a word list. A word list, just as mentioned before, it's just a text file containing some passwords. There's already a pre-installed word list if you need one. If you check in a Kali file system, just go to user, word lists, and you will find a compressed word list. You can just decompress it and then here you have your word list. Okay, but I have my own word list. Of course, this word list contains the passwords just for the video. And I will use this force command because I don't have a GPU here, otherwise I will get a warning. Okay, let's see what we will get. Let's fire up and we'll see, okay, we cracked our password, our hash, and this is our hash, and the password itself is what? Forever. Okay, so what do we have? We have an email address with a containing password, which is in fact the Microsoft account. And this all by just sending an email. So it's up to you if you want to use your Microsoft account in Windows 10 or if you just want to use a local account. So the issue is during the last month Microsoft pushed users to use a Microsoft account instead of a local account. Also during the installation of Windows, when you are online, meaning you have your network cable plugged in or connected to a Wi-Fi network, Microsoft will not allow you to continue the installation with a local account unless you plug out your cable or disconnect from your Wi-Fi. Then you have to restart the installation and can continue using a local account. What is also possible when you have already linked your Microsoft account to your Windows 10, do yourself a favor, sign in with a local account instead. If you use a local account and somebody sends you or a victim an email with this message here, also just to show that it really works, when a user also just opens this attachment here, attachment is open and hash is sent. So to avoid this, use a local account, meaning for sure the hash of the local account will also be sent to this attacker, but it's just a local account. No? It is not your Microsoft account username and password. So keep this in mind.